Hello everyone, Ryno here, and I'm going to be trying some stuff again today, and I spoke about it in another video, but I have the Oatmeal Raisin beer that I'm gonna have here. Now this comes from Hourglass Brewing. I spoke about them when I tried the carrot cake beer, and if you haven't seen that, you can check out that video. You'll find that as well. Called "Show Me the Bunny." This one is called Tummy Kisses, and this is. Let me read the description. It gets cut off on the website, but from another site, it says Tummy Kisses, an oatmeal raisin cookie blonde ale brewed with a huge amount of oats, raisins, lactose, vanilla, and a kiss of cinnamon. Now, I have had this before. I've had this to go before, and I left one in my refrigerator for about a year. And I'm not 100% sure. It's not like the beer necessarily went bad, but I feel like maybe it didn't taste like it was supposed to. Anyway, it was back. This isn't always there at Hourglass Brewing, but it was back when I was doing a curbside pickup, so I had to get it, obviously. This is canned, so I'm just going to give this a try. Let's see if this is as delicious as I remember. I'll just smell while I pour like a creep. Hourglass Brewing, there's two locations, like I said. There's one that's kind of toward downtown Orlando, and then there's another one that's in Longwood. I like this brewery a lot because I feel like there's always a beer for everyone, and there's always something interesting and unique there. They have tons of beers on tap. There's always beers canned and ready to go, and they do growlers, crowlers, all that sort of stuff. So if you're in and around Orlando or up in that Longwood area, which is close to Altamont, you could stop by, check it out. They've got pretty good hours too, which I really enjoy. A lot of breweries sometimes I shouldn't say that, a lot of breweries, but some breweries have weird hours, like they don't open till 2, and I like to make sure. What if I want to start my drinking at 11 a.m.? That's good. I actually have a little oatmeal raisin cookie, which this is from Publix. Does this not look like the lamest oatmeal raisin cookie you've ever seen? Not to diss them and their cookies, but I did an order, and I kind of wish I had. I don't know. I should have looked at the options more. Shame on me. No, but this blah blah blah. So this beer is a 5.45% ABV. It's interesting. Okay, so I don't know how to describe this. It's got a backbone that if you're somebody who is like, I like the taste of beer, it has that taste of beer in there. But I definitely do get the vanilla. I don't find it overwhelmingly vanilla, but I think the description of vanilla with a kiss of cinnamon, it's like that. It's not. So when I tried the Show Me the Bunny, I said, oh, this reminds me of pumpkin beer because it has that. You can really taste that cinnamon and that spices in there. This doesn't have that spicy flavor. And I could get the oats for sure. It feels very, I don't know, mellow, if that makes sense. Like, not a ton of carbonation in this either. I don't know how to describe that. I'm gonna learn. We're gonna learn, and we're gonna come back to these videos someday. And by we, I mean me. And I'll laugh at the fool in front of you that's drinking this beer, not knowing how to describe it. But I was talking to a friend of mine who is an expert in beer, and we're working on something. So something for the every person that might want to step into this beer, that sees a video like this or says, hey, that flavor sounds really interesting, I want to try it. Like, there are some people who just say no to IPAs just because they associate bitterness with IPAs, and that is in fact not the case. So it's all about identifying the flavors that you are looking for and giving stuff a chance. Because I always said I don't really like stouts, but I have found some stouts that I really enjoy, and my window into that was peanut butter. And I've got to isolate. So for me, it's about when I try a beer and I go, oh, I really like this. Let me take notes of what's in this. And then I'll have one and I'll be like, oh, dear God, this is terrible. And I'll take notes of what's in that one. And then sometimes there's an overlapping ingredient, and I'll think to myself, okay, well, that's the part I like. Like, I had an IPA the other day that had there was Citra hops in it, and I've had a beer called Citra Nelson, which I loved. And so I knew that I like Citra hops and I like Nelson hops, so I isolated that, okay, Citra in this I like, so now I have to figure out what the other two hops that were in it, which one of those I don't like. Also, it has to do with how they brew it and stuff like that, I guess. It's an interesting thing. I'm not a man of science. I am a man of faith, and that was a lost reference for anybody out there. But I do know there is a science to this stuff, but more about this one I'm currently drinking. I don't know that if I were to do a blind taste test, I would know this was Oatmeal Raisin. But now that it's like sat here in the air for a few minutes while I babbled on about stuff I don't really know about, I definitely, that lactose and vanilla, I get, it's reminiscent of, like, I don't want to say the word milky, but it reminds me of, like, drinking milk with cookies. You know, almost like, I feel like they could have called this oatmeal. I'm not getting a ton of raisin, to be honest. Like, I get the lactose. I get the oats, the vanilla, and the cinnamon, but I'm not getting a ton of raisin. Again, now this is part of their small batch series too. So every time you rebrew this stuff, nothing ever tastes exactly the same again. So it's different than I remember, but. I was just trying to see store cold, drink fresh AF. No, I am a fan of this one. This is one of my favorite ones there. I think I like the carrot cake one the best, but I'm not 100% sure yet. They have so many beers, and I want to try so much. And I am always drawn to the like more exotic flavors, and I have people in my life who say, no, I just want like a classic beer, a classic Pilsner, classic IPA, classic brown ale, something, and I go, boring. But we need those boring people. I don't mean to offend anybody that is one of those boring people, because I do want to have a drink with that boring person as well. This cookie doesn't taste like an oatmeal raisin cookie. God, I hope there's not something wrong with my taste buds right now. No, but I think of like oatmeal raisin as being that really soft kind of a cookie. It's very delicate. And this definitely tastes more like just a sugar cookie, and it's got like a raisin in there. It doesn't have the love of an oatmeal raisin cookie. I know some people just hate oatmeal raisin, but there's something about an oatmeal raisin that to me always says like somebody made this cookie. Like there was effort put into this cookie. And it could be a crap cookie that takes 2 seconds to make. I don't know. But in my glass today is the from Hollander Grand Cafe in Milwaukee. A friend of mine works for the Lowlands group. And I did not steal this glass. I was about to say I stole it, but I don't want her to get in trouble because I did not steal it. This was given to me as a gift. So, but I love this glass. I have a big thing for Griffins and booze and stuff like that. I also like to get a glass from anywhere I like to go and have a drink. But if you haven't visited the Hollander Cafe and you are in the area of Milwaukee and you're at some point you're able to like kind of do that safely again, I do really enjoy it. They have a lot of beers, a lot of amazing food. You know me. I like to eat. I like to drink. So. I think this beer is worth trying. I 100% do not think this beer is for everybody, though. I think some people are going to taste it and just be kind of turned off by that, like, lactose. I know some people just really don't like lactose in beer. I personally don't mind it. It's a mood. It's a mood. For me, it's the same thing as, like, when you say, oh, I want a sour beer. That's a mood. A stout, that's a mood. You know, I don't know why I think of, like, IPAs as just your casual drinking beer, or like wheat beers, your everyday beer. That's just how I classify them in my screwball brain. But that's it. Yeah, if you have any questions about the beer, I'll happily answer them in the comment section, because like I said, I'm just trying to sort through, picking through the flavors and everything like that. It's interesting because my beer journey right now is through like IPAs, and so I'm really trying to figure out hops and stuff like that. And they don't really, I don't know how they play, or if they even have a role in like in blonde ales or pilsners or anything like that. So part of the journey, right? There are people who are probably screaming at this and like, why did I turn in and watch this video? Why did I watch this guy? But I feel like when you watch somebody who doesn't know a ton about the thing they're having, it's more of a genuine reaction. It's not as much like, oh, well, this and that and the brew and the whatever. It's kind of just like, ooh, it's good or it's not good. I think this is good. I think it's worth trying. Like I said, I don't think it's going to be for everybody, but I think it's worth trying. And the beauty is, if you're going to get it from one of these locations, the Hourglass Brewing locations, there are so many others that you can choose from to go along with it. So it won't be a wasted trip. I'm not sending you there because they only have one good beer. They have tons of good beer there. So check it out. This is not a sponsored video. I'm just trying to go around to some of the local breweries that I enjoy and do curbside pickup, anything like that, to help support them during this time, because the ones I love, I want them to be around later on when I'm able to go sit at a bar and have a drink again. So that is going to do it. Just a quick short video. I hope everybody out there is staying safe, happy, and healthy. If you enjoyed this video, thumbs up, please, and leave a comment. Let's chat about some beer, some favorites. I'm curious, like, what's the craziest flavored beer you have? I've had eggnog beer, and I loved it. If I could ever get that bottled or canned, I would. Oh my god, I drink it all the time. Talk about a cookie-like beer. Oh my gosh, it was so good. But I'm curious about what you think the most craziest flavor of beer you've had is. So please let me know that in the comments below. If you want to get in touch with me on social media, Ryno, Ryno 1185 on all the social medias out there. And yeah, let's chat. Let's chat about beer. I made a weird noise. That's it. So thanks everyone for watching this. Go have a cold one and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye everybody.